Okay, good day my fellow Chemilites. I welcome you to the Million Med YouTube channel. Here we make your learning fun and making chemistry your best subject. So, I'm here on a quest to making your journey with chemistry better and changing you from an olodo or what we see average student from an average student to an elite student. Okay, all right. Good day, my fellow Chemilites. Today I'm going to be teaching you carbon and its compound, and I will make sure and try to tell you everything you need to know about carbon and its compound. Okay, first of all, if you hear the word carbon, what comes to your mind is an element. What next? Carbon is a non-metal. Then, aside that, we have something we call the periodic table. In the periodic table, carbon is what is in the group 6 in the periodic table. So now, next up, one thing you have to note about carbon is that carbon is the 17th most abundant element in the Earth crust. Take note, in the Earth crust. So, carbon exists in combined form as petroleum, wood, and petroleum gases. So now let's go forward. Now carbon exists in different allotropes which are categorized on the basis of purity. So carbon is divided into amorphous and crystalline. Amorphous means impure, while crystalline means pure. So now you now understand when I mean carbon is divided or classified based on purity. So now we have different types of amorphous carbon, and we also have different types of crystalline carbon. Now the amorphous carbon are: one, we have what we call coal. Next up, we have coke. It's not the coke you drink, huh? So next up, we have what we call charcoal. And finally, we have what we call soot. What we can also call is carbon black. That's all for amorphous allotrope of carbon. Now let's move on to the crystalline carbon. First of all, we have the purest and purest, which there is no trace of impurity. We have diamond, followed by what we call graphite. So now, in the course of our teaching, I will explain each and every one of them and their uses and so on and so forth. Okay, now we move on to coal, the first amorphous form of carbon. Now let's go. Coal is formed from what we call carbonization. So if you hear the word carbonization, what comes to your mind? You don't know, so let me explain. Okay, it is the decomposition of organic carboniferous matter under pressure in the absence of air. So now, when you hear the word organic carboniferous matter, what comes to your mind? It's simple as it's just simple. What it means is that it's an organic matter which contains carbon. So that's done and dusted. Let's move on to the types of coal. We have 4 types of coal which are classified based on their purity. Now we have the first one, the pit coal. The pit coal is the most impure coal, has a lot of impurities inside, followed by what we have, the lignite. The lignite is also called what? Brown coal. The lignite is also called brown coal. Now, the next is bituminous coal, followed by the last anthracite. The anthracite is also known as what? Hard coal. Okay, so now anthracite is the hardest and the purest form of coal. This anthracite contains 94.9% carbon. Note, 94.9% carbon. Now we are done with the types of coal. Let's move on to the next point. So now note also, coal undergoes what I call DDD, destructive distillation, to yield what? Okay, now if you wonder what is DDD, what is destructive distillation? Destructive distillation is whereby a substance is put under high temperature in the absence of air. So now coal undergoes destructive distillation to yield coke. It's not the coke you are drinking on. Ammonical liquor, coal tar, and coal gas. Now, note this. This process only occurs, look, coal undergoes destructive distillation in what type of temperature? It must be 1000 degrees Celsius. Sorry, it must be 1000 degrees Celsius to yield what we have as coke plus what? Ammonical liquor. We also have coal tar, and finally coal gas. All right. Okay. Now coke. Coke is also gotten from the distillation of coal. So now coke has many uses. First of all, it's used as fuel. Why? It's because it leaves no residual and no smoke. So it burns completely. Then also it's used in the metallurgical extraction of iron as a reducing agent. Now, what do you understand by metallurgical extraction of iron? See, first of all, the key word there is reducing agent. So now, this coke now acts as a reducing agent to remove any impurity in iron. It's as simple as that. So now, okay, charcoal. Now, charcoal is gotten from burning sugar, wood, bone, shells in limited supply of air. Please note this, limited supply of air. Okay, now we have different types of charcoal. We have what we call first sugar charcoal. Now, this sugar charcoal is gotten from the dehydration of sugar. So, when sugar is reacts with H2SO4, it will get dehydrated and become sugar charcoal. So now we also have what we call the wood charcoal. Now wood charcoal takes place whereby wood undergoes destructive distillation in the absence of air. It will now give us what we call wood charcoal. We also have finally the animal charcoal. The animal charcoal is gotten from the destructive distillation of bones, shells, and animal remains. Now, this animal charcoal takes place because of the calcium phosphate inside animals, and there is a presence of calcium sulfate in these animal bones and shells. So all this makes up what undergoes destructive distillation to give us the animal charcoal. So okay, as I explained before, sugar undergoes dehydration to give sugar charcoal. Now, HCl, concentrated HCl, acts as a dehydrating agent, which reduces sugar to charcoal. Now, I explained this also before that wood undergoes destructive distillation to give us what we call wood charcoal. And there are other components of the destructive distillation of wood, which is wood tar, pyrolignos acid, and wood gas. So all these are the components of the destructive distillation of wood. Remember, destructive distillation of wood takes place in absence of air. So now also animal charcoal is used for absorbing coloring matter. Take note of that. It's a nuclear drop. Is used for absorbing coloring matter. Now, wood charcoal is used for gas mask. Take note of that also. For gas mask. This gas mask absorbs gas, which is why it's made up of wood charcoal. And wood charcoal absorbs gas, which is why it is used for making gas mask. Do you understand? Lastly, we have soot, also known as carbon black. Soot is gotten from burning coal gas, natural gas, or fuel oil, a limited supply of air. Take note of that. Soot, which I like calling Black Panther. Crazy Marvel fan. It's actually carbon black. Don't go and remember Black Panther here. He has a lot of uses. So it's used for making black shoe polishes, cardboard paper, printers ink, rubber tires, typewriting ribbons. If you notice something about all these things are all black Panther. So just take note of it. For making black shoe polishes, carbon paper, printers ink, typewriter, inks and ribbons. So all good. Now this is the last stage in amorphous forms of carbon. In our next video, we are going to be explaining and teaching all that concerns crystalline form of carbon, and we're going to be talking about its compounds, e.g. CO, CO2, and triazocarbonates. So thank you very much for watching my YouTube video, my fellow Chemilites. Thank you so much. So stay tuned for our next video.